Have you ever wondered why female protagonists in shonen anime are so rare? In a genre traditionally dominated by male leads, the presence of strong, female characters is an issue that deserves attention. DanDaDan brings to light the character Momo Ayase, who, despite facing initial resistance from editors for being a woman, ultimately becomes a remarkable example of how female protagonists can enrich narratives. The author, by including a male character, Akaran, to ensure the work's approval, not only shaped Momo but also challenged audience expectations about what it means to be a heroine in shonen anime. Momo, beyond her charisma, is not merely a helper. She can also fight and protect those she loves. This situation raises important questions. What truly attracts viewers? Is it the protagonist's gender or the depth and complexity of the characters? Welcome to Channel Anime Complex. Let's explore how well-written characters, regardless of gender, can captivate audiences and how other female figures in shonen also break stereotypes. Momo Ayase. The evolution of a female protagonist. Momo, in DanDaDan, is a perfect example of how a female protagonist can be complex and interesting. Initially, she was introduced under pressure to be accompanied by a male character, but this dynamic ultimately allowed her personality and abilities to be explored more richly. Hey, hold on a second. Before we dive into our amazing content, I need a quick favor. Smash that like button and hit subscribe, or YouTube won't let me compete with Mr. Beast. Seriously, every like and subscribe helps me bring you more epic content. So, show you're an awesome human. Smash that like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Now let's get into the video. Throughout the series, Momo demonstrates not only physical strength, but also sharp intelligence and leadership skills that challenge traditional expectations. Her evolution reflects the idea that audiences appreciate well-developed characters, regardless of gender. The audience and the value of well-written characters. The evolution of female characters in shonen goes far beyond simple numerical inclusion. These characters function as true narrative puzzles, introducing layers of complexity that challenge traditional genre boundaries. When a heroine has her own motivations, deep internal conflicts, and an authentic development arc, she not only participates in the story, but transforms it. Audiences enjoy well-written characters. The problem has never been about gender. What attracts audiences in shonen anime is not just the protagonist's gender, but rather the originality and complexity of the characters. For example, in My Hero Academia, we have the character Momo Ayase,
Momo Ayase, her quirk creation,
who, despite being a heroine, is far from traditional stereotypes. Since the first season, Momo evolves from an insecure girl into a confident leader with the support of her friends. She is not only physically strong, but also a great strategist, creatively using her quirk depending on the situation while gaining the confidence of even her teachers. Her story is built with nuances that resonate with audiences, showing that female characters can have narrative arcs as impactful as their male counterparts. If you want a deeper analysis of Momo Ayase and how she is perfectly developed in layers within My Hero Academia, even as a secondary character, check out our dedicated video on this amazing heroine. Female characters in shonen. Unobvious examples. In addition to Momo and Momo Ayase, there are other less obvious examples of female characters in shonen anime that defy expectations. Another example is Mikasa Ackerman from Attack on Titan. She transcends her initial role as a protector, becoming a character who questions not only Eren's methods, but also the very purpose of his fight. Her strength goes beyond physicality. It now manifests in her ability to make strategic decisions and develop autonomy. Her bond with Eren remains, but it does not solely define her. She seeks to understand the greater meaning of her battle, revealing a depth that goes far beyond unconditional protection. Another recent example is Makima and Power from Chainsaw Man, two characters who break stereotypes in shonen anime. Makima is the head of the demon hunting division, despite having pink hair that might suggest sweetness. but she is brutally strong, a boss and leader respected and feared by enemies, and extremely manipulative, especially towards Denji. And speaking of Denji, we have a video about the simple secret of Denji and how he hacked life. And you can learn from that. Power, on the other hand, has immense strength and demonstrates that she could be a selfish and reckless character, one of the few who has ties with Denji, and who won't hesitate to flee from a battle she can't win, such as in the fight with the Sword Demon. There's nothing heroic here, breaking all shonen rules and stereotypes. Seiko Ayase, breaking grandmother stereotypes in shonen anime. Another interesting aspect of DanDaDan is Momo's grandmother, Seiko Ayase. Unlike the common stereotype of grandmothers in shonen anime, who are usually portrayed as frail and wise, Seiko is a vibrant and energetic character. She does not limit herself to giving advice or providing emotional support. Seiko actively participates in adventures and battles, demonstrating strength and determination that challenge expectations. To illustrate this breaking of stereotypes, we can compare Seiko with other elderly figures in shonen anime. For instance, Genkai from Yu Yu Hakusho is an extremely powerful master of spiritual arts who trains protagonist Yusuke and actively participates in intense battles, completely defying the image of fragility associated with old age. Similarly, Tsunade from Naruto, although seen by younger characters as an elderly figure, is one of the legendary Sannin known for her superhuman strength and revolutionary medical skills. Despite using a technique that masks her true age, she is considered an old lady by younger ninjas, but remains one of the most powerful characters in her universe. These characters, like Seiko, show that age does not define capability or limit narratives in action genres, especially in shonen anime. Seiko, on the other hand, is a character who not only supports Momo but also fights alongside her, showing that strength and courage know no age. In a memorable scene, Seiko states, "Age does not define my ability to fight and protect." This innovative representation enriches the narrative of DanDaDan and offers a refreshing perspective on how older characters can be portrayed in shonen anime. The audience's reception to Seiko has been extremely positive, with many fans praising her energy and active role in the story. Comments on forums and reviews highlight how Seiko brings a new dynamic to the anime, challenging expectations and adding depth to the narrative. Historically, most shonen anime feature male protagonists.
What the hell did you say?
For example, an analysis of popular animes like Naruto, One Piece, and Dragon Ball. The evolution of female characters in shonen anime represents more than just a simple numerical change. DanDaDan and other contemporary animes demonstrate that audiences are increasingly receptive to narratives that challenge traditional stereotypes while prioritizing well-developed characters with significant narrative arcs. Momo, her grandmother Seiko, and other female characters like Momo Yaoyorozu, Makima, Power, and Mikasa are powerful examples of how representation and diversity can enrich shonen stories, making them more engaging, inclusive, and reflective. Thank you for watching.